Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tumlazo, and if you're new into my channel, I welcome you all. And should I say it? Okay, so please subscribe to my channel. So right now I just came here for a walk and I don't see anybody in here. So I'm all alone in this freaking giant field. Like, can you spot anybody? No, there's nobody. It's legit. I feel like, I'm like isolated in this abandoned land. I actually, didn't plan to shoot this video, but somehow this aesthetically romantic environment kind of inspired me to shoot this video, so I'm filming it. And by the way, it's 7:30 or maybe it's 8 o'clock p.m. in Calgary, so I'm all alone in here. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. The grasses, it's too green, and the sky almost, blue and a white and a mixture of a gray too. So here I am, just walking around, spending time, being myself. So beautiful. Don't know what should I film this specific video, talking myself in the camera. It's kind of weird, but yeah, let's continue this video. And I thought of talking about my life updated in here maybe. Okay, so I don't want it to sound like inspiring or like typical kind of video where talks about everything, or maybe I am actually. And hope you enjoy this video with me in this beautiful environment. Okay, so life in here, in Calgary especially, it's boring but kind of liked it somehow because of the weather. I don't like the winter season, but the summer is pretty much good in here as compared to India. So in India it's extremely hot, and I just hate wearing makeup, and it's kind of melting down. But in here it's super chill. For the day-to-day life, I don't know actually what I'm feeling at this moment. So sometimes I feel very bored going to the work, and then coming back to my home, and it's like monotonous day. Not really a pressure, but somehow kind of miss those days where I go for the fun stuff. Miss my friends actually. I'm like pretty lonely in here. I don't really have an actual the real friend, so it's kind of sad. Yeah, but sometimes I'm like, okay, this is my life, I have to move on, and I look forward to encounter new people in maybe in future. I make a very good friends. I don't know, I'm just hoping. So let's see if I can keep up with this video update. For that interview, so I got a job, but I'm not for like full-time, but I'm working as a part-time. It's because it's a new store, and obviously the schedules are really tight, and I kind of juggle through the day-to-day. Like sometimes it's not really a fixed schedule. That's how I'm dealing right now, and I'm not enjoying it. But yeah, I just hope everything's gonna be all right. And yeah, so life in here is pretty much, basic, I guess. Yeah, going to the work and, coming back to home. And in a weekend, I almost, stuck in my room actually, like, doing some research on the products because, I feel like, I'm in a spot where, I'm kind of lacking a lot of, information about my, positions. So I'm a beauty specialist by the name. So I kind of need to know so many stuff which I am actually lacking behind. So as for the skincare, I have to study or do the research. And as for the makeup also, so there are like, tons of, brands which I'm not familiar with. So I have to do the research of that also. So my weekends are almost, like, zoning into the room and doing the research, and then, kind of dance off in my room by myself, kind of, beat the calories. So that's kind of boring lifestyle of my in Calgary, I guess. So for you guys, you won't see this video very interesting, and I'm really sorry for that because I kind of like a slow, go with the flow, but in a baby step. So that's why, I don't know, I'm like introvert at the same time, extrovert. I don't know, maybe I'm in the middle. So I cannot blame, like, I'm so introvert because when I came down to, meeting people, I talk actually, I kind of, enjoy the intellectual or, conversation with the people. I kind of enjoy the company, which, I get it. But at the same time, I'm like kind of bored. I cannot pretend like, so I'm like zoning out. And so that's just me, and I'm like huge mood swing. So that's, I don't know, maybe you guys can relate to this character, which I'm carrying it right now. So okay, so now I've talked a lot, my life updated. I know it's kind of boring, but if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, then I don't know. You enjoy your life, and I kind of enjoying being lonely in here. Okay, so being alone, it's sometimes very like positive. Being alone yourself, zoning out from this the environment or the, I don't know, the people or the social, the intellectual. So that's how, I feel it, because, sometimes, impact, in a positive directions where, I kind of self, development. And it's not a therapy, but it's like a positive energy where, you kind of developing yourself, self-improvement, self-healing. It's not like, I am in a bad, positions back then. It's not like that. Just for, being better, getting better yourself, like, day to day. It's like, positive energy and self-introspecting and kind of, doing by yourself and kind of educating yourself. And then I don't know, there are a lot of things which you can do it by spending time alone. And the best part is you kind of think a lot, but in a positive way, kind of thinking about your future. It's not like a planning, but what your needs, like what's your priority, what do you want to do in your life. So I kind of asked a lot of questions for myself, and I actually wrote down. This is like so personal, but in a brief, I kind of enjoy spending time alone, and sometimes it's kind of hit different, and sometimes it sucks actually. So it's like mixture of both, but 98% I enjoy it. So yeah, so this is my life in Calgary. Not really special, not really fun. It's kind of boring, but I call it a positive energy maybe. So that's how I feel it, and my perspective of life at this age is very different from the girl which I used to be back then in college days. So this is way too different. I know I don't achieve a lot at this age, but came up like a self healer, or maybe stronger, or like these days I'm like very clarity. I have like very clarity mind. I don't confuse at all. I'm like to the straight. If I feel like this is not gonna work, then just leave it. And yeah, that's kind of helped me to be better version of myself. I don't know. Okay, so this is kind of like a typical therapist video. Like some would say like, oh, she's so narrative about the aspect of life. That's not I call it, but I'm just sharing my experience with life right now at this age. And I hope this video helps you a lot. If you feel like you're alone in this entire world, and if you feel like you are still alone, then read books. I don't read a lot, but somehow reading helps a lot to to think, or maybe to look at the things differently maybe. So it's kind of helped me a lot. Or maybe if you like to draw, then draw. If you like to do some artwork, then you can do it. So there are many ways to spend yourself, your time with yourself, doing with the things that you like. So I kind of doing that. Even for the cleaning your house, it's kind of helpful. So yeah, like very small details, I kind of enjoy it. And yeah, so before signing this off, I wanted to show you around what it's look like. The sun is still up here, and I hope in 30 minutes it's gonna set down. So I would like to take a time to walk around and gonna listen to music, and yeah, just gonna chill in this giant field, which I feel like I'm isolated in here. So yeah, I'm gonna signing this off, and hope you enjoy this video, maybe in your home, or in your workstation, or in your room, in your comfort zone maybe. So bye guys, and don't lose yourself to someone else. You're gonna enjoy your time. So bye.